Welcome back. In this video, we're going to be talking about the 5 different expense types that are available when we're submitting expenses in Concur. I'm going to open up a new report. As you can see down here, there's 5 different options. There's this one that says O2 transportation personal car mileage. There's equipment, job, overhead, and SM work order. Let's see what happens if we were to try to charge mileage to a work order. In order to charge anything to a work order, I need to go in here and say SM work order. And then I pick the applicable work order. I'm going to leave that business purpose in there. In real life, you probably have to change that. In this case, it's mileage. And let's say this one is $84. In this case, since I'm not using Concur's built-in mileage thing, I need to attach a receipt. I'm going to say this is 150 miles at $0.56 per mile. And then I'm going to attach a receipt. If I look in here, I have a receipt from before that I can use. So I'm going to use it. Save that item. Two down, 3 to go. Let's do equipment now. This is going to be our least used expense type. If you're charging to equipment, not all equipment is listed here, but our larger things are. Most of the time, what we envisioned being charged here is different expenses for trucks and vans, company vehicles. So in this case, let's say we're charging to truck 107. That's all you need to input there. Put in a business purpose. Put in the vendor. It was out of pocket. I'm not going to put a comment this time, but I'm going to attach a receipt. This is one that I took a picture of through the app. But if you don't have an available receipt, you can just attach from your desktop or wherever. Going to make sure that my receipt image is uploaded. Hey, there it is. And save. Two left. We already covered overhead, but we'll check that out one more time. When you're in overhead, you have to select a division first. What comes up first here is what you've recently used. These are the ones that I have used in my demonstrations and for actual expense reports. and it shows the full account number. If I were to click on one of these, it would populate both the division and the GL number. But for these purposes, let's do the full long way, where we go and we pick our division first. And let's say this one was for service and special projects. And then we can see the list that's available down here. Now, if I come up here and I look at my recents again, I see, oh yeah, it was business meals. Let's click that. Watch what happens. I click on that business meals because it was one of my recents, but it changed the division back to 01 because I had never charged to 03 business meals before. So then I need to go back here, select division 03, and then I need to go back again. So just be aware of that these things up here, the recent the options from what you've recently chosen, they're a full set. You can't just pick one part of it. So I'm going to say business meals. A team lunch from Chipotle. $48.30. If it's a meal, this is a great place to put who is at the meal. And now I can attach a receipt. My Chipotle sheet's already in there. Yep, it came through. Good, I'm good with that one. Now just one type of expense left, and that's job. What's going to come up first is a listing of all open jobs. So we need to pick a job, pick the correct job that this expense applies to. In this case, let's say it's Wilton Rancheria. Now you need to click a phase. Do you notice these are in alphabetical order? That's because this text thing is selected. If I switch it to code, then it will go in this order, in the phase code order. In this case, I'm going to say, let's say it's office and postage. Cost type, this will be dependent on which phase you choose. And the phases are dependent on which job you use. So if you select a different job, you're going to have different options down here. These are just the phase codes that are available for this job. Material is the only one available, so that's what I'm going to go with. We'll also call this a team lunch. I forget how to spell Little Caesars. The city of purchase. Sacramento, sounds good. And then my amount. I don't know if this would fly. If you have a list of all people available that were there, please provide that. I'm going to attach my receipt. I don't have any available ones that I've already previously uploaded or taken pictures of in the app. I'm going to browse. This one I just happen to save on my desktop. It's there, but I still needed to attach it. Let's check to make sure that came through. Yep, it did. Okay, this one's all good to go. Now when I click save, You can see over here on the left, I've got 5 different expense types here. These little bubbles show that I made a comment. And these little check marks show that I uploaded a receipt. That's an explanation of the different expense types. One thing that's missing in this video that won't be in video format is when to charge to which overhead accounts. We will be providing a guide for that to show you what types of expenses would go into business meals, what type would go in entertainment, and what you would put in safety or office expense. So be sure to reference that guide if you're unsure of which GL account to use. Thanks for watching.